Hey everybody, Ed here with Edward R Knives, and today we're going to build a 2-burner propane gas forge specifically for knife making. All the parts that you see on the table here you can find from your local hardware store like Home Depot, Ace, Lowe's. I ordered a lot of it from McMaster-Carr just because I was already ordering some stuff from them anyways, and it gets here next day. As far as the build goes in the video, keep in mind this is not a tutorial. I'm going to be showing the good and the bad. There's a ton of tutorials out there by guys like Jeremy from Simple Little Life. Alex Steele has a really good one. You can also find a lot of them on the Facebook groups or knife making forums. I personally went and looked at a few different builds, took what I liked from each one. That being said, let's get started. Alright, so here you can see we've got all the parts gathered for building the forge. We've got the fire brick, both hard and soft. The hard is going to be the floor of the forge. This is going to basically sit under it as a spacer, and also 2 of these will work as the barn doors for the opening of the forge. We've also got some LP hose. Now the important part of this is the regulator. This here is a high pressure regulator. You don't want to use one that came from your barbecue grill, just for the simple fact that this is rated for 60 psi. The ones you get at the store that go with your barbecue grill, you're looking at working in ounces. So this is very important to get if you want to get any type of heat within your forge. The body of the forge is this tank right here. It's an air tank, not a propane tank. I got it from Harbor Freight. I think it's the perfect size for the forge. But also, I like this aspect right here. It's got feet. I'm not going to have to weld anything extra like I would with a repurposed propane tank. On the inside of the forge, we're going to line it with super wool. This stuff is rated to about 2400 degrees. It's 2 inches thick, and I've got 6 square feet of it. It's going to line the inside of the forge as well as the front and the back of the forge, obviously with holes cut out for sticking your billet in and out. You're going to want to line the forge. The reason you want to line it, even though this is very heat resistant, constant use is going to break down the fibers. It's not something that you really want to breathe in. Putting it together, you actually want to probably wear a respirator as well. For the inside of the forge, we're going to start with this bubble alumina and the ITC 100. The bubble alumina is going to go in the bottom third of the forge because this stuff is a little bit more flux resistant versus something like Satanite or just regular refractory cement. The ITC 100 has some pretty good reviews on it as far as heat refraction, so it's going to keep heat inside the forge rather than absorbing out. We've got flares, tube, fitting. These guys I'm not really sure if I'm going to use or not. Reason being, it's going to be sitting here like that. That's going to go there. If I end up using this, this will screw in place, weld in, and it'll focus the heat a little bit better on the inside. So we'll see. The jury's still out. Tell you what, since I've already started screwing this in, we'll go ahead and mock it up. That way we kind of get an idea of what it's going to look like when it's done. You want to get these flares and fittings. You want to make sure you get black pipe, not the zinc coated stuff. Zinc, when it heats up, releases toxic fumes, and it's definitely something you don't want to breathe in. The fittings, you've got the MIG tip. This is a 35 thou MIG tip. You can get it anywhere. Actually, here's the packaging for it. I don't know if you can actually see that, but you get it in a 10-pack. You really only need 2. Save the rest for other builds, if you will. Doesn't really matter. This piece right here is going to get drilled. This slides right through. You're going to want to cap one side of it off so you don't lose heat. Get a brass nipple that'll convert it from 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch. This goes directly there in line so that once that's there, you have a direct line to turn it on or off. I opted to give each burner its own ball valve, actually, so that I can have the option of running 1 or 2 burners. After this goes, you are going to want to screw in the elbow, fit it with the nipple, fit it with the T, and you're going to do the same thing with the other side. Again, going from 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch. This will go in there like so, and that will cap it off. You've got 2 side by side. Now checking out the spacing, you can see they're going to be sitting roughly within the 3rd line. After that, what you're going to want to do is hook up your quick release. Pops right into place there, and that goes right onto the end of the hose piece. That obviously. There you have it. All the parts that we need to get together, so let's get started.
Alright, so the video is turning out to be a little bit longer than I expected. This will be part one, which is basically just a parts overview and a little bit of prep work for the parts. I'll upload part two probably within the next few days or the next week, and that will be the actual assembly of the forge. So thanks for watching, guys.